Shadow Secretary of State, Sir James Cleverly.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. The English Devolution and Community Empowerment Bill. It is a title straight out of the Ministry of Truth. Because this isn't about devolution. It is a blatant power grab by the Deputy Prime Minister. A right honourable lady for whom I have a huge amount of respect. But it is clearly a power grab by her and her department. And it isn't about community empowerment at all. It's about stripping power from local authorities and concentrating it in Whitehall and the people who are being held by Whitehall in their hands. Big Brother would be proud. Centralisation is devolution. Whitehall diktat is community empowerment. And the fact that it does the opposite of what it claims, as we have set out in our reasoned amendment, is why we cannot give this bill a free pass. Because this bill sidelines communities. This bill forces restructuring without consent. This bill wastes money while families are facing higher bills because of Labour's mismanagement. This bill disrupts and distracts councils from building the homes that local people need. Those are our objections. That is what we have set out in our reasoned amendment. And if the government wants to win the confidence of this House rather than just shoehorning its backbenchers through the division lobbies, it needs to justify the demands embedded in this bill. And we will set out what those demands are. And through the debate and in the summing up, I sincerely hope that the government answers these questions. Why centralise control? Why raise taxes? Why deny residents their voice? These are the questions that are being asked, and these are the questions that the Treasury benches need to answer before credibly making progress through this House with this bill. Madam Deputy Speaker, the case is set out before the House. And before the benches opposite get too excited, let me put a few spectres that have been raised to bed. The Conservative Party believe in devolution, not just in theory, but in practice. We created many of the mayoral roles that currently exist. We created police and crime commissioners. We empowered parish councils and neighbourhood planning. We gave families the power to block excessive council tax rises. We devolved by consent, by agreement with local leaders, not by Whitehall diktat. Because the simple truth of the matter is Labour do not and have never believed in devolution, and they do not deliver meaningful devolution. They are a centralising party, and they centralise. They are abolishing councils. They are abolishing councils without consent. They are forcing councils to sign up to their model of restructuring, and they force the postponement of elections in 9 county councils. This was unprecedented. Elections are the foundation of democracy, and denying them undermines public trust and confidence. Because in truth, denying residents their democratic voice was done for a very specific reason, and it was done because Labour fears what people would say to them at the ballot box.
Right, honourable gentleman, for giving way, but he's just listed a load of reasons of what the Tories did with devolution. Can he not deny that the reason we need devolution and the reason we need local government reorganisation is because his government significantly underfunded local government, which is now on its knees, and therefore we have to take action to get local government back in a good place. And devolution and local government reform is one of those actions.
Sir James Cleverly.
I think he said the quiet bit out loud, Madam Deputy Speaker. This is about putting up taxes on local people. This is what fundamentally this is about. That's exactly what this is about. And we know this to be true. And I promised the House, I did not tee up that intervention. This is the next bit that I had in my speech. Because Labour imposing this restructuring from the centre is leaving local people without a voice. It is about creating what this government wants, which is a cohort of subservient Labour mayors. And let's look at what Labour mayors actually deliver. And as I say, Madam Deputy Speaker, this was written before that intervention. Labour mayors put up taxes. Labour mayors increased the tax burden on local people. Liverpool City Region, up by 26%. Greater Manchester, up by 8%. West Yorkshire, up by 6%. And in Labour, under Sadiq Khan, up by over 70%, 70% since he took office in 2016.